Hi guys, welcome back to Sacred Shifts and how to navigate them. Oh, I never put these old charms away. All right, so out of the charms, I got this little message in a bottle, and I feel like ask and you shall receive, right? So you're meant to be like writing your manifestations down, writing the things you really want to bring into reality down. This may be a self concept, and I highly recommend this as always. I'm just saying. And then we've got the sun. I heard rise like the shining sun. So you're being called to put yourself like in the spotlight, right? Let yourself shine. And just like get excited about life because you do. You've got big, beautiful, bright things coming in, right? Tiger's eye gave me determination. Like, you know what I mean? Get down to business. Really put your eye on like what you want to start, right? And it feels like this is a creative eye for some reason, like writing, singing, dancing, choreography. That's dancing, isn't it? Okay. So yeah, I have the tiger. Like, just like get focused on what you want because it's gonna bloom, right? The good will bloom. And then we've got this little crown, which gave me like, I heard nourish yourself, but I was gonna say crown yourself. Maybe you're being called to crown yourself in nourishment, crown yourself by nourishing the hell out of yourself, right? Then we've got this little hand that says handmade. So I do think that creatively you're being called to make something, maybe sell it on Etsy, right? Really put yourself out there. The horse is giving me stability, structure, safety. You're going to feel incredibly free doing this is what I heard. This little, whatever, I'm calling it a crystal ball though, right? It's like from fish tanks, I think. But yeah, so what it gave me is like, you're really recognizing your connection to, you're really fine tuning your in tune. Maybe you're like seeing things, you may be seeing visions, but you're like fine tuning your crystal ball. Maybe you're being called to actually get a crystal ball though. I've always kind of wanted one, but I'm getting a wand and then maybe I'll get a crystal ball next. Then we got the little peace sign, 222 on the timer. Which gives me like embody peace, embody being. And I heard just really slow down, right? Then we've got the butterfly, which always gives me 234 on the timer, transformation. But it's also giving me, I think we're coming out of this goo that we've been in, right, for a long time. And the goo is icky and sticky and it feels like you're not moving and it feels like you're not going anywhere, but there's a lot happening. Like you're truly transforming. So it's a very beautiful part of the transformation, but sometimes we don't like it so much, right? Because we can't move. We feel uncomfortable and we want so much to control the goo and how it unfolds, but we can't, right? So it feels uncomfortable. But it's a beautiful place to be. And then for the Scrabble, we've got a little F4, which gave me freedom and feeling. For the win. I don't know why, but yeah. And so I think you're being called to like use your feelings creatively. Like put it into something. Just throw it in there. You know what I mean? But yeah, whether it's a book and writing's coming up big. So yeah. And then this little thing says, you don't have to be great to start, but you have to start to be great. So you are all being called to just freaking start. I was really bad at this when I started. I'm not like super great at it, but I really like, I have enjoyed doing it for myself. And I don't know. So maybe you're being called to like, just put yourself out there. Write little short poems is what I heard. Maybe you're being called to like put yourself on Threads. If you get downloads, that's a good place for is Threads. So I'm just saying. All right. So some cards. Which one do we want to use here? I'll go with this one. See, because on the bottom of this one, I heard a community calling. These are people on the same page and path as you. They're interested, in their health. 10 of Cups. Yes, with the Hierophant. These people are connected just like you are, bro. Like, I heard tapped into their inner child. Chasing their goals, chasing their dreams, getting that bag is what I heard, right? These people have also gone through a lot of pain. that like may have like, I heard, stifled their creativity for a long time, right? And seriously, so we got 10-10, bro. Those are all good cards. And I think, yeah, you are aligning with the sun, bro. People on the same page and path as you, because you chose to transform. You chose not to stay in the same place, not in the same pace, I heard. And you let go of a lot. And Spirit's so proud of you. I heard now it's time to make plans. Right? Take the trip. Maybe you're being called to like, I heard, go by a lake. The tower fell sideways. Yeah, you have a lot of good things coming in, because you decided to like take this tower as, okay, it's time to move. You might have literally moved, or Spirit is, told you you had to move, and you took 555 change transformation. Yeah, you really got healthy, right? You were like, oh, it's important to take care of my temple. So now you have a victory coming in. Spirit is rewarding you for choosing to heed their warnings, right? When they're like, hey, something's got to change. You were like, all right, bet, bitches. Yeah, bro, you are healing, and you're sitting pretty, bro. Yeah. Seriously, you're like, okay, these patterns, right? I need to change these patterns in order to like feel free in who I want to be, right? In order to dance with my community, right? Find the people on the same page and path as me. And you are now, and you're just attracting everything you want. Right? I almost put those back. For choosing you is what I heard. Yeah, for choosing to end these cycles. And like not let yourself like sit in this worry, right? I heard this mistrust of the universe. You were like, okay, I got to trust that there's a reason for this, what seems impoverished moment, right? There's a reason I feel like I have to put up a fight, right? And I have to have my guard up. Yeah, Spirit told you it's time to transform. I thought I already... Weird. Spirit was like, oh, it's time to transform. Oh, I knocked the table. You're welcome. And you were like, all right, it's time to build a legacy for myself, right? And then you transformed the things that weren't working. You were like, okay, it's time to go. It's time to let go. May have been literally letting go. Yeah. You become very balanced in who you want to be. You're recognizing your light and your dark, and you're using them wisely. You're like, how can I maneuver, is what I heard. And just like create the reality that I want to live in. And that's what you're doing. With the help of your angels as well. And I heard you're doing beautifully. So I think it's time to tap into that creativity. Yeah, you do have new community coming in. Singing your song, bro. You might be singing or songwriting, but using this pain, these people that try to like hurt you, try to like shoot you, it's using that pain and like using it creatively. Using that, how you healed from that pain, how you learned to let your guard down. Ooh, right? It's time, I heard. To put yourself out there. Okay, let's do an oracle. That's funny because we have divine forgiveness on the bottom there. See? You're being called to divinely forgive yourself and anyone else who really like put you in harm's way, I heard. And you definitely do have lots of things coming in for you, not choosing like what's comfortable, right? You deciding that it's time to cut off these things that aren't working for me. Right? You finding a ritual and ceremony that worked for you as well. Becoming more spiritual is what I heard. And propagating light. Like spreading light to others. All right. Some of mine, and that's probably it since I didn't realize I was almost out of 10 minutes. We've got hand chakras magic. Hold your hands over all of your chakras. Seriously, it's healing as hell. Then we've got... What language are you using? Replace can't with can. Bless to. And you're watching too much tarot. You're confusing yourself. All right, guys. I hope this helps.